Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to FX. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. We just started last week and we're at 30 subscribers. So I'm very grateful to you guys for subscribing. Keep the subscriptions coming. Share the channel. Tell your friends. So in this week we're going to be looking at a few setups, technical setups on two pairs. This is the Australian dollar Canadian. So like we always do, we start from the higher time frame, which is the weekly time frame. And what I like to do is I like to connect the highs and the lows first. Okay, so like here I can see this low around this area, this high around this area. So I'll pick this out and I run the trend line right across that. And the next thing I want to see is I'll connect the lows. You can see this low here, this low here. I could take another trend line, connect the lows. Okay, now you can start to see the picture and the story a lot clearer. So this is what I can see right now on the chart, this nice flowing channel here. So the next thing we're going to do is we'll zoom in closer and we'll start to observe that we still have the downtrend is in progress, right? We connect the highs again, and when we connect the highs, what do we see? We see that price is hovering around this area for the third time. You see the first touch, second touch, and the third touch, and this is just an overall like a scoop or something. So what we might be expecting is we might be expecting to see price push down, but how far price is going to push down is what we don't know. So the next thing is drop down the time frame again to the daily, and we start to see the real game being played here. Like the guys who trade support and resistance, you can see okay, this is you can see this is an area. Okay, this is an area right here, support, resistance, and then this is push price down. This area pushed price down at first, very nasty consolidation around here before the major fall. Okay, so now what we're expecting to see again is, now that we're in this zone and we've touched price, we've touched this trend line for the third time, we drop down the time frame and we start to see the market for what it really is. We start to see the entire price action really happening right here. So you see price consolidating into this zone right here. And what we want to see is we want to see price approach a major level with a lot of consolidation. You just want to see it crawl into that zone, and then we might start to look for possible reversals around that zone. So right now we're looking at this. Okay, we're seeing this zone right here, and the next thing we want to see is we want to see price push back down. And looking at the next point is, where's the next point we might want to take our target might be this zone right here. See this zone right here, this could be the extended target of the move. So but that's not what we're going to be looking at. That's not how we're going to mark that, and we mark this in with ray line right here, and you start to see how that it looks a lot better than having to draw a big rectangle or something in there. So the next thing is we drop down. If we drop down this time frame further, okay, you see what's going on. You see rejection, you see the 1 hour rejection, but of course that's obviously not enough reason for us to get involved in a trade just because you're seeing the 1 hour rejection. So but that is part of it. Okay, but we don't know how this market is going to open. This is being recorded on Sunday night. This is around maybe 3 a.m. in the morning. So you can see price, you can see this big rejection right here. So if we were to maybe sell this market, you might be taking your first target around this zone here. You might just take your first target, and then if it breaks it, you could extend that all the way. So this is what we are looking at on Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. So we're looking at this, and we want to see how this develops in the coming week. However, this sell setup could be if we see the market break these highs impulsively, then automatically this entire sell setup would have been invalidated, and we'll be looking for a push to the upside, depending on how that plays out. Right now, overall, we're still looking for opportunities to get involved in a very nice sell trade and see how that develops in the coming week. So that's that about Australian dollar Canadian. So the next one is Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD, big one coming up on Euro USD. So like we always do, start from the weekly. What do we see on the weekly? Push, correction, right? So we see this big guy here, the up, the highs, connect the highs. Don't forget you connect the highs. At this point, connect this area, connect the highs, connect this area, you connect this area, and you see that this is just a, I think this is a falling wedge, right? This is a channel though. Or better still, you can look at this as a big impulsive, a big corrective phase of this move right here. But that's not what we're looking at. But if we were to look at it, we're in a major area. You see this long area here. You see this is a very, very strong area where we're likely to see price push to the upside. Okay, we're likely to see a big push to the upside around this zone, looking at it. So we'll drop down to the daily time frame, and what do we start to see again? Support and resistance. Guys would say, okay, this is very nice support. We see big rejection coming out of this zone, but that is not how we would look at it using our own strategy. Process is completely different. So we go down to the 4-hour time frame, and you connect the highs again. You see this high, you see this high, high, lower high. You pick out your trend line, you connect them. Okay, we'll connect these highs here, and then you see the lows. See a low being rejected, see a low being rejected, see a low being rejected. You connect these lows right here. But then this is where it gets tricky. Looking at Euro USD, you see this zone right here. This could be a break and retest. Look at this. It could be tricky. You can see the market just broke through this area that has been acting as a support, and it could be retesting it to push down, right? There's a possibility that that can happen. There's also a possibility that we could break it and then flush and just push to the upside. There's a very, very big possibility that that could happen. So when it comes to Euro USD, you want to really be very careful with this pair. Like, don't rush anything, just let the market come to you. So what we're looking at is, if we see price start to push up and break these highs, then we'll be looking for opportunities to get long. But then if we see price start to fall back down, overall we'll be looking for opportunities to get long around these areas right here, and then ride that trend to the upside. So these are basically the two pairs that I wanted to show you guys this week, what we have on our radar this week, and how you can capitalize on that. So the free Telegram channel is open. These actual setups will be posted there. The trade signals will be posted in there for the free signals and all that. So the link to join that channel will be in the description. So get involved in the free Telegram channel, and there's a lot going on in there, a lot of pips being caught in there and all this kind of thing. So just get involved and all that, and you can see the simple process I use in identifying all that. Is just basically about connecting the highs. Then when you get down to the lower time frame, you start to read the actual story that price is telling you and all that. So I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're still growing. It's a very young channel, and we need all the support we can. So thank you very much.